Alright, so we are here to remove the radiator and the fan. Recheck the fan, clean the radiator outside. I will also take a look inside, but I think it should be alright. Because I have some issues with the heat, that's why today's job is to remove everything and just give it a check, a good clean. Okay, first of all, you have to drain the coolant. And to drain the coolant, you have to go on the left side of the bike. Ignore the red hose. This is the system from Monzatech. So that's why I have this attached. I have another video where I explained how does it work and what does this to the bike. So basically remove this hose and also the upper one. I cannot remove it completely because it's stuck behind. So I just loosen the fastener. After you drained the coolant, just tighten it up again, because this way that we are removing the radiator, we will be able to get out distinct coolant through this pipe. Then we can move to the other side. I also removed those hoses, loosen it up, drain the coolant, okay, from the reservoir. That's it basically. There was another hose, and okay, we can get to work. And first of all, there is a screw here, so it will be behind your oil pan screw, okay? Just an Allen key. It was already loosened up, okay? And it's maybe a good idea to get it off, and after that I can snug it up. This is the first one. The next one will be here. I don't know if you can see it. Basically the upper radiator, and there is a screw, and also the other side have one. Okay, this is the one, and also the other side. Okay, there we have 4 screws, which I already removed. Basically 1, 2, 3 and 4. I have a radiator cover also on the bottom one. I already removed them, and they are, I don't know if the cover, the cover makes sense, but if it makes sense in a way that it is blocking the air or not, we will see. I can remove the cover basically anytime I want. I will leave them on, but those 2 are multiple purpose screws, because it's not just for a cover, for example, but it is holding the whole thing onto the cylinder head. So disconnect the fan, which will be, just give me a minute, because it is for me a bit complicated because of the Monzatech basically turning the fan a bit earlier on. That's why it is also attached together. There is another screw. It's basically the base part of the lower radiator. We have to loosen it, but I don't think that I have enough space, so I will remove the air duct first. Loosened up, but I'm not sure right now where are we going, because There is also, I don't know, I think the exhaust system for the exhaust. It's something in there, and the cables are together for the fan. That's why it's a bit messy, I think. I don't know if I'm getting it right, but it's basically completely loosened up. This one also you have to detach. Maybe it wasn't necessary to remove the air duct. I found the connector for the exhaust valve, so I can just detach it completely. Here we go. Okay. To unscrew it, it was a bad idea, but it's okay. I can redo it later. And I think the only thing which left is to detach the upper hose. All right, here we go. Oh. I'm making mess. Okay. All right, so you do have to remove, basically this part, which is definitely the exhaust valve, because you have to detach it. It is attached together with the fan cable, but that's okay. So let's get to it and remove it completely, so we can get to the fan. Yeah, it is blowing perfectly and blowing towards the ground, which is how it should be. That's why there is not much to see. All right, so after the fan, I removed this body down there, and then we can remove completely the fan. Interesting to see that there is a rubber gasket on it, and it is still in shape after all the heat and so on, but it is still in shape. Okay, let's just leave it that way. Still some coolant in it, I'm pretty sure, so let's get rid of this just to see. As I can see, the radiator is pretty much okay, but yeah, so you can't see through, not much, not as it should be. That's why it is a good idea to clean it out completely, and we will do this in the shower. So from the back side, just wash it out gently, and that's all. Yeah, that's why if you are single, there is nobody home to complain about what you are doing in the shower, and you can do stuff like this. And here we go, we will do the same to the upper radiator. And yeah, it is pretty clogged up, as you can see, which is a bit surprising, because the lower one, it is behind the wheel where most of the residue comes from. Yeah, interesting, but yeah, I want to make a video how I am cleaning it, but I will clean the way like I am showing it right now to you. So basically from behind, because if you are going with the water from this side, then you will push back, further back, the dirt, and you you won't be able to get it out completely. That's why from the back side, all right? And then we will see us again here in a few minutes. Okay, here we are. I already installed the 2 radiators. I washed them, only the outside, not the inside, only the outside. And it turned out pretty good. My bathtub is a mess, so yeah, it was enough residue inside the radiator. All right, so this has only 2 screws and 2 clips. This will be a bit tricky because first I have to install it, I think. Install it in the right position. The bottom screw, which isn't that good because I can only reach it in this position. So the next time I do have to remove it again, the air duct, and only after that I will be able to remove the fan. I found right now the other cable end for the exhaust. So from the exhaust valve there is a cable which goes into the exhaust manifold, and I don't know which is a better place to remove this cable, here or there. There isn't much space, and the chain is also over there. That's why I think I made the right choice that I removed this part and not the back side. Right now I will try to put this thing back up. I was able to get it out this way, that's why I'm trying this way. And I just hope that it will be fine. All right, that's the Monzatech cable. Okay, I think for now we are good. Just for now. I'm trying to put the upper hose.
A few moments later.
Okay, I reinstalled the radiator, and yeah, a couple of things. The behind the last screw is pretty bad. I couldn't put it back, but it is what it is. Don't forget to reattach your exhaust valve cable and also the hoses. Yeah, this was also a bit of a mess because there is not much space to tighten it up. So I decided to move this piece away, and then from the top I could fix the hose. Yeah, I installed the radiator cover, the top and the bottom. We will see if the bike has any issues after that. But after a refill, start the bike, let the bike heat up around 80 degrees, let the thermostat open, and got every bubbles out. And after that you can close the radiator. But yeah, it's about it. So we are good for a test ride. If you have any questions, because I couldn't register everything on the video as I put back the radiator on the bike. If you have any questions, yeah, leave in the comment section below. Have a nice day, a safe ride, and see you in the next one.